Hey everyone, I am going to attempt to do this one-handed today, but I want to show you what to do after you behead a succulent and then all these babies grow out. So these are all beheaded succulents. You may not be able to tell here, but like I chopped the head off of this one. So anyway, these are ones that the babies are big enough that it's time to cut them off. So one word of note before you do this, make sure you've watered them really good. So if they feel too flimsy or they look wrinkly, don't do it yet. So this is Echeveria Raindrops. I don't know if you can read that. Can't remember what this one is. This is a Dick Wright Marjorie Pogue. This is a Dick Wright Ballerina. And then I don't know what this is, but it's pretty and it's yellow. So I'm going to attempt to do this with one hand. And what I'm going to do is just pick something, and I've got my scalpel. You could use scissors or whatever, but I'm just going to see if I can cut right there. Oh, you know what I'll do with this one? Since this one's a pretty thick stem, so I'll just cut it like this. That's fine. All right, so all you do after you do that is find a pot and put it in dry dirt. It has to be dry dirt because this is an open wound. Otherwise, you need to let this sit for a few days, but I already had some pots prepared. Now, I am going to label that because I want to remember that is the Ballerina. In fact, I may just put this one next to it so I remember, but I'm going to put a label in there. And then you're going to keep it out of direct sunlight for probably a week or two. And if you want to pick it up and check for roots, you can, but check for roots if you want to. After a week or two, I start watering. In fact, all these ones over here are ones that I beheaded not too long ago. And actually, once you can't pick them up anymore, you know they're rooted good. But some of them, well, actually, they're rooted pretty good. Anyway, okay, let's try the raindrops. So let's see if we can find one of these is actually really big. I think what I may do is use these little choppers again, and I'm gonna go in there and I'll just get this one. Okay, good enough. Now, if you have some leaves at the bottom that you don't like that one's kind of big, I'll probably try to pull that one off if I can with one hand. Oh, look at that weird split leaf. Let me see if I can pull this off real quick. I'm going to try to do it off camera. Sorry about my mess, you guys. We have a plant swap coming up in a few weeks for my local succulent group. All right, so I ripped a few bottom leaves off, and that way I can stick this right in some dry dirt. And I will label that raindrops, but I'm going to put it next to this so I can label it once I get off camera. But same thing, out of the sun, because right now it doesn't have any roots to take in water, so if you leave it in the sun, it's just going to dry out. This leaf is no good to propagate because I broke it bad, and this one too. This one might propagate, but I've never really had raindrops propagate very good from leaves, so we'll just see. Okay, Marjorie Pogue. As you know, these are Gibifloras. I'm going to inspect and see what do we have here. So we have a dry leaf for one, and also a spider web. So dry leaves off. And okay, I think I'll just use these clippers again. But as you can see, there's actually a little stem. Sometimes there's not, and if there's not, you may have to use a scalpel just to cut it right off the the stem, but this one happened to have a little stem, so I'm going to put that there next to that. This one is kind of out of control. I'll see what I can do here. Oh no, my scalpel got stuck. Well, good thing is I got all my little tools, like my tweezers. Okay. There we go. I think I might have to use scalpel with this one. Let's see. If I had someone holding there we go. That was easy. Okay, so got that one. I'm gonna pull those two little leaves off right there and put them in my prop bin. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm probably gonna do the rest of them once I get off camera, but same thing. Just stick it in, take it out of the sun. So I don't need to label that because I don't know what it is. Okay, last one. This one looks, you know what? I think I'm going to hold off on this one because I just watered this one. You can see how wet it is. I'm going to hold off on this one. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you real quick is just how to cut your babies off once you behead something. Like this one really needs to come off. Like I'm going to have to get another 4-inch or 6-inch pot for this one because these little ones just aren't good enough. But it's time for these to come off, and if you leave the stems, it'll just keep making more. So don't get rid of the stems. But anyway, put them out of direct sunlight. I usually put them like under, sorry about, oh, that's so messy. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I usually put them under my shelves where they don't get much sunlight and leave them there for a couple of weeks, and then I just start watering, and they've always been fine. So I'm going to label them. I'm going to get off camera, but thank you guys for watching as always. If you have any suggestions for videos you want me to do, just let me know. And I hope you will like and subscribe. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.